Alright, Nuzlocke Day 2, baby. So, last time on the Nuzlocke, we discovered that Golem Court is secretly broken for our challenge run, giving us access to 2 new Pokemon in the form of Craig, the Blood Bat, and Groundskeeper, the Ghoul. So we welcome Craig and welcome Groundskeeper to the Nuzlocke, alongside Chopper and 3. We all kind of know 3's been kind of useless. I'm going to take them off the team. I'd rather just not deal with them. But Groundskeeper is fantastic. We love Groundskeeper. He's very strong. I've brought back out my Ascendant Staff since then, so that's pretty freaking cool. Just to re-go over the rules for people who are maybe not familiar. Treasure cards are Pokemon. Doing the whole thing mode. Yes. The first treasure card obtained from zones are catched. It does not matter how it's obtained. It can be from a quest, a drop, a chest. Doesn't matter. All crown packs are banned for this run because they can break. Crown Deer is not, but I'm not allowed to buy any packs. You can only catch in areas you unlocked naturally. So I can't, like, skip areas using friend teleports or houses or stuff like that. You can only use up to 6 unique treasure cards per fight, but can play as many copies as desired. All catches must be named. If we flee or die, our entire team of 6 is considered dead, and we must delete all copies. I'm allowing a reroll for duplicate catches. The Unicorn Way has the spinner wheel. Hopefully we don't have to do that again. All other spells, including Maycasts, are banned, and we must solo only for boss fights. We obviously can't control people wandering into our fights on the street, but we're going to try our best to only solo as much as we can. If someone runs into our fight, then that's just the way it is. But yes, because of Golem Court being as broken as it is, I think from now on, any reset is going to look like this. We're going to spawn into Unicorn Way. We're going to get our starter Pokemon. We're going to get through that. We're going to get Hope from... We're going to get our Sprite from Harold. And then we're going to immediately try to brute force Golem Court at level 5 in order to get those 2 cards again. Because that's a guaranteed drop, provided the mobs don't drop you a treasure card. And I think that's just so insane. So, that being said, let's move on to the 3 streets. We have to just get through old, this guy. Now, we learned last time that old Judd does not drop, is not repeatable. Once you fight him once, you cannot fight him again. Which is fine, ultimately. So, draw our cards here. We can immediately go turn 1 with the Groundskeeper to kill old Judd. I'm gonna shrink the attempt icon. It's a little big and a little jarring. I want to keep it on the stream, but it doesn't need to be as big as it is. Alright. We did not get any treasure card drop. We could back out now to redo the fight, but that sounds like a pain in the ass. I'm not going to do that. It's fine. We'll have another chance at a farm later when we have to farm the boss at the end of Wizard City. There's one which way there. It's some ghost. So we'll just farm that instead. Yes, now that we have Groundskeeper as a guaranteed drop, I'm feeling a lot more confident. This means we have to spend less time farming for cards. I mean, there's still good cards to farm, but now there's, like, less farming to be done, you know what I mean?
Yep, I saw that smelly guy put in the combo lots of times. It's 000003.
Here you go, Penny. Alright, let's put back on our good pet. This is our pet that has a very high resist. It's trained to have a high agility, as well as some extra strength, so we can have a level 7 Pain Giver. But have 16 resistance, which is... I mean, 18 resistance, which means we're quite good. We have 30 universal resistance on this wizard. At level, like, 5, which is really insane. Just the perks of being Ice Stool. Alright. Let's go ahead and pick up all 3 of our quests to start the 3 streets. Now, I've been thinking a lot about which street to do first. I think we are... It's tempting to go do Cyclops first to try to farm for a card. So I think we're going to do that. We probably won't finish Cyclops first, but we are going to start it.
Oh, good. Professor Drake said here no.
Oh, good. Professor Drake.
Can
We're going to end up having to do that anyway.
There.
So we might as well do a little extra speed for it. Make sure we keep our treasure card deck pretty filled. Alright, to go defeat 3 trolls. Go, Groundskeeper! Kill him! Actually, I don't think Groundskeeper one-shots these guys. I think I'll have to follow it up with a Chopper. $192 is quite a bit, though. Oh, it does one-shot them. Okay. What a Groundskeeper, putting in the work. So there's a chance we could get a troll treasure card from these guys. If we did, that'd be fantastic. But what we really want to do is farm the Cyclopses, because they can drop a Cyclops treasure card, which is obviously much, much better. Oh, so I did a little bit of digging around, and I could not find any way to get a treasure card in the shopping district. So I think that might just be a dead area, unfortunately. I couldn't find one for shopping district at all. Same thing with Pet Pavilion. I'm pretty sure those 2 areas are just unfortunately not able to have this be done. Look at these losers on their Brontos. Anyone who uses the Brontos sucks, by the way. Worst mounts in the game. The most try-hardiest of try-hard mounts. For a mount that looks so ugly. Alright, we didn't get any treasure card drops from those bozos.
If you see him out in the street, mind asking him to lend me a hand?
This is a pretty easy quest to do. I'll turn that in as well. There's the Private Emerson's quest. And then Nolan's Darwin's quest. We'll keep going. Here's Rand Tamor. Here we go. Check box. Alright, so this requires me to defeat some Dark Cave enemies. We'll worry about that a little later. We will be sent there natively. Alright, let's go ahead and slap down a mark here. Go talk to the professor. We're taking this challenge nice and slow. I think we tried way too hard to speedrun last time, and it just kind of bit us in the ass. Dr. Victor Darkwood in Wizard's City Robe Shop. Okay. Oh, we're still waiting on the timer. God damn it. They should teach new players about the loyalty shop teleport. It's honestly really cool. Take that. Back to Cyrus.
That certainly took you long enough. Why do you...
Tomorrow. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Made sure I'm not getting a treasure card reward for any of this. Don't want to accidentally pick up a Pokemon without realizing it. Back to Cyrus Drake. Jeez. I don't believe any of these we did anything useful.
The arena is just inside the end.
Yeah, they're just extra XP. They're not anything important.
You're still here.
Okay, there we go. We're done there.
Professor Drake said.
Alright, now we have to fight the Cyclopses, which I believe... I thought there was another quest to do so. Alright, yeah, these guys on the other hand are quite tough. We're gonna definitely have to follow it up with a Fire Cat. Sturdy Blade, not better than Heartsteel. Honestly, Heartsteel is just like the best thing you're going to get for a long time. When you can realistically use Heartsteel until like level like 30-ish, that's how good it lasts. Some people say Power Pippa-Thames are better. I agree in a nutshell, but most Power Pippa-Thames are only going to give you like 3 or 4% at most at this level. It's just not worth it. Boom. Alright, now it's important to note that Dark Cave is a unique area. So there's some really good chance we could get some nice drops from these creatures as well. But we have not gotten a Pokemon yet. We're still allowed a drop from here. I have to defeat a Rotting Fodder and a Skeletal Warrior for a side quest as well. So we're going to do both of those things. All of these guys drop treasure cards, so it's just going to be a matter of getting lucky. Send the Groundskeeper out. I need to refill my treasure card deck. I will not lose another run to forgetting to fill the damn deck. Nice. Alright, that takes care of that. And we're going to, as well, refill my treasure card deck. I'm gonna fight this warrior. Draw my cards. We're gonna lead with a Fire Cat here. We're gonna lead with Chopper. Chopper's gonna get boosted to 123 damage. Bro fizzed. And we'll follow that up with Groundskeeper. Alright, that takes care of that. Another one. We have one more to obtain. Dark Cave still owes us a drop. I could farm for one. These skeletal warriors. We're gonna see what they drop. I didn't have a browser open. Browser must have updated. All right. Skeletal warrior wizard 101. What do they drop? Let's see. Skeletal warrior drops a lot of the same stuff. A lot of the same stuff they do. So it's not super relevant to farm them. You mean you can. It's just they don't drop anything super great. Like, they drop, like, some shields. We'll worry about it later. There might be better opportunities.
Everyone safe? Good.
Right now they want us to defeat the war horns. I believe you tell me to fight them anyway. Yeah. Might as well get the extra XP. Literally zero reason not to. Alright, Warhorn. Here's how I'm going to play. I'm going to quest through the area. If I get a drop, great. If I don't get a drop, then we will consider farming for one. Because I do think in a run like this, it's important to get all the resources you can, even if some of them aren't very good. Draw my cards. Duel. Still quite a bit of HP, but nothing Chopper can't take care of. The Warhorn is actually the least desirable thing to farm. So they don't drop anything particularly amazing. Unlike the Cyclops Legionnaires. I want to look at General Achilles. What does General Achilles drop for TCs? He has a large pool he can drop, including some actually pretty decent stuff. Now, General Achilles is a boss, so he's kind of tough to farm, but he drops shit like lightning bats, Cyclops, fucking troll. He even drops... tough is unfortunately pretty useless, unfortunately. He drops Death Trap? Ooh. Locust Swarm's also pretty good. There's a lot of good... Guiding Light's interesting, potentially. I think we're going to try to farm Achilles. Even though he's a tough boss, farming him and getting some of those really nice drops could be awesome. Wait, imagine getting a... He also drops Pixie, Snow Serpent... There's a lot of versatile shit here. Of course, we could just get screwed and get a drop from the Minotaurs, but hopefully that doesn't happen. Those are boots. They are useless boots. I can't use those. El Bozo. Need to refill my treasure cards. I'm not losing another run to that. I'm so paranoid about losing runs to that now. Alright, draw my cards. Start off with Chopper's attack. Go, Flame Pounce. Ooh, we'll take the silver chest. Silver chest to be quite good, actually. Please be Shock-a-Lock. Yes, it's Shock-a-Lock, the easiest one. Kind of playing this poorly. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, okay, just a Spellment. Unfortunately, Spellments are pretty useless to me.
I saw you defeat the
Alright. Achilles' Teep. We're just gonna tell everyone to shut the hell up. We will never interact with our teacher. This should be enough to kill everything here. Alright, so this is a pretty tough fight, but nowhere near impossible. I think we're gonna go with 3 choppers and 4 groundskeepers. In general, Achilles drops some pretty sick treasure cards. This should be more than doable. We'll go Chopper into Groundskeeper to kill Cyclops Legionnaire, and then we'll focus on Achilles with a 1v1. This will hurt. But we have Drains, so we're going to heal up anyway. I do wish we had a Storm spell, though. That would make this a lot more clean. Bro, fizzed. Now I think Achilles can use like Sunbird, which is a little worrying. Wait, pull him up. No, but he does know Cyclops, which is equally as terrifying. He also has an X natural attack, which is horrifying. Okay, 1, 2. We're gonna pass here. Ooh, this is gonna be a big hit. This is gonna do like 300. Big damage. Bead damage. Alright, so now we can go for a Groundskeeper. We still have plenty of hits. We're good. We're good. Yeah, so this fight's a little scary, but totally doable. 192. So I think we go for one more of those and a chopper, and we're good. So we have to pass this round. To go for another one of these. Yes. Alright, we're gonna go for another Groundskeeper. Okay, and now we finish it off with a chopper.
Good stuff, good stuff. 133, doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah, this is so doable. I think this is our farm. We're gonna farm Achilles for a bit. Ooh, Tenno Achilles drops a chest. Mind if I do? Oh yeah, there's some treasure cards in here. Oh, but wait, only Keen Eyes and Tough though. Yeah, never mind. We don't want to do that. Those are really Omega bad. The only treasure cards in the box are those. No thank you. No thank you. Let's not waste our crowns. We will just refight him. It's okay. This quest doesn't give me a treasure card, right? No, this gives me a terrible piece of gear, though. Okay, let's grab some health and we'll go run back. Okay. Alright, let's run it back. I like our strat that we have going on here. This is a little time consuming, but I think it's worth it for the amount of high value drops he could give us for this challenge. But there's some good cards in here. There is a chance we just did a whiff. We could get like Keen Eyes or Tough, which are just fucking unusable. Alright. There is that chance. But on the high end is insane. Lightning Bats, Locust Swarm, Pitsy, Snow Serpent, Death Trap, Cyclops, Fire Elf. Just a lot of really good utility. A lot of really good hits. He also can drop Storm or Myth Shield, two very good shields to have lying around. Alright, Chopper. Attack. He also randomly drops Time of Legend, which would not be the worst. It's certainly not good. Yeah, Death Trap's insane. Myth Shield. Just some good stuff. But this early on in the run, I think getting as many options as we can is just smart. And we've gone through the entirety of here without getting a drop so far. So we are owed a TC. Alright. We're gonna draw. We're gonna go immediately with the Groundskeeper. Hey, you can't use Chopper against me. That's not fair. Alright, let's pass. We're just gonna oh wait, no, we kill him with Chopper. We unfortunately fizzed. Oh, that's so unfortunate. That is just complete. Wow, that sucks. That, wow, oh man. So many good stuff, and we get something we literally cannot use. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. Keen Eyes is unfortunately just a complete useless catch, unfortunately. We can't enchant treasure cards, so it's literally of no use to us. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Super lame. Oh well. I'm kinda bummed. That's the way the Nuzlocke goes, though. We have Keen Eyes now. Unfortunately, it's never going to see play. I'm not even going to bother to name it, because we're literally never going to use it. We'll keep it as, like, a note that we did catch it, but, that don't mean much. Also, how is my stock doing? How is my stock of TCs? Kinda could use some more. Let's go buy some more TCs, shall we? I'll figure that out later. Let's sell. Let's go ahead and buy some more TCs. We picked up some more copies of Duel. We'll go ahead and pick up... Duel is just our man, right? We're just going to pick up 60 of them. And we'll pick up some more choppers as well. We'll pick up, like... 25 of them, baby. Was that a... Someone popped the gold elixir not understanding how it works. Someone popped a gold elixir thinking it affects what you sell. It doesn't affect that. Poor bastard. Yeah, unfortunately, the gold elixir is literally trash. Alright, we're going to do Triton. We have a strat for Triton Avenue.
You there? Help!
I think we can take the Kraken in our current form.
I'm lucky you came.
Alright, here's the deal. We need to not get a drop. Ideally. Ideally, these idiots don't drop anything, so that way we can do our strat. Our strat is to get the Kraken TC from killing the Kraken. I'm so beat up about Keen Eyes. I'm actually so heartbroken. Okay, those are fine. Those aren't Pokemon. The one time in the run, I'm hoping to not get a drop. What did I fizz? I fizzed. That's unfortunate. Go Groundskeeper. On the bright side about getting Keen Eyes, though, it means if I ever roll Keen Eyes again, I know I can use the reroll clause to get a different one. So I don't have to... I did that specifically to avoid repetition. And to keep things interesting. So if we ever get Keen Eyes again, we get to reroll. So there's that part. That's the silver lining. Monster minions are dead. Alright. Please don't drop a Pokemon. No! No, we got Ghost Touch. We lost Kraken for Ghost Touch. Oh, man. Oh, well. That's a Pokemon. We have to accept that. Let's see. Ghost Touch. I'm gonna name you Disappointment. That's your name, Ghost Touch. Welcome to the team. Oh, well, okay. Nothing we do on the street matters now. Let's go buy some more Ghost Touches. That is another Pokemon on our team. That sucks. We lost Kraken to that. We could have had Kraken. I'm so sad. Dude, 2 disappointments back to back. First we get Keen Eyes from Cyclops, and then we get Ghost Touch from Triton. I'm actually so sad. Okay, well, let's look on the bright side. Ghost Touch is an ice spell, so it will scale with my actual ice gear. That's not much of a silver lining, but it is a silver lining, right? Alright, welcome Ghost Touch to the team. Why is this one different? Oh, I bought the fucking stupid ones. Oh my god. Well, we're up to a whopping 6 Pokemon. If you count T-Knives, which I don't. Alright, we might as well blitz through Triton Avenue, right? Let's just bulldoze through it. We can't get a drop here anymore because our drop got wasted on Ghost Touch. That sucked so hard. All I needed was for them to not give me a Pokemon. Oh well, it's fine. It's not fine. I'm very upsetty, Spaghetti. Alright, well, the bright side is we get to skip the Kraken fight, as there's no incentive to do it if we can't get the treasure card.
Got to find.
Duncan, you're right. Wizard, bring me that wand, and I think I can get to the bottom of this.
Mark here. Alright. Send out the duel. Groundskeeper's gonna fuck him up. Alright, we're gonna do just our best Triton Avenue speedrun. Now there's a chance we could still get a good drop from Firecat. Firecat has some bangers. Firecat, you can get Evil Snowman and stuff. Ooh, almost ran into a haunted minion. Here you go.
They were wearing strange amulets that were crackling storm energy. Bring me those amulets and I can cast my spell.
Some monster called Skulls, but they're still silly as crap looking. Took it to his skull for. If only someone could get it back for me.
Well, thank you, comrade. $96. Huge. That's one cleaned up. Making sure I keep my stuff topped off. With plenty of groundskeepers. Alright. Draw my cards. Groundskeeper, kill him. Bum, 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 bum. I'll take that. Ah, get wrecked, other wizard. Go, groundskeeper, kill them. Okay. Here you go, Duncan. Here's your trap. Alright, Vlad, Raven Eye. Okay. What's up, Vlad? Like that, like that. We're almost to 1,000 HP already, which is pretty exciting. If we can't hit hard, then our best thing we can do is survive hard. Alright, start with Screamers. We do have a nice opportunity to get some more powerful spells later on, though. We just have to get to Croctopia first. I have some plans for Croc due to the crafting quests. Draw. Okay. We'll start off with the Chopper. Make do with what you got. And a groundskeeper to clean them up. Actually, we can kill them. We'll kill them with disappointment. Go on, disappointment. See, this is why I named you that. This is why. I give you an opportunity to shine, and you throw it away, disappointment. This is what I'm talking about. There we go. That's one. Send out the ghoul. Alright, we're gonna send the Fire Cat. Let's go Chopper, clean it up. Robe of the Blizzard. Worse than what we have. Yeah, boy. Come on, let me fight. Thank you, I appreciate being allowed to fight. Alright, we're gonna send out Groundskeeper. I do think with what we have the tools to get through Wizard City pretty easily, though. Croctopia should be two big power spikes for us. Alright, we're gonna send it out with disappointment. Alright, nice, nice, nice. Let's refill our TC deck before we forget again. Collect our Pokemon.
Splendid. Now, put those cogs to good use and get going. We're ready to hit. Hold it, Sleeper. Charge that luminous crystal right up. Ah, well done, mister. Thanks to you, here you are. One
Dr. Duncan.
fully charged luminous. She's a beauty. I hope she serves you.
Aluminum crystal.
Alright, to Galvanos Tower. To think about what could have been. I need to let it go. I need to let it go. I need to let it go. Take that mana though. Yes, please. Alright, Harvest Ward. This shouldn't be too difficult of a fight, realistically. We should have more than enough in our arsenal to put him in the dirt. Unfortunately, I'm not even going to bother looking up his drop table, because we can't get a drop from him, unfortunately. We're just going to immediately take out the rotted fodder. Just going to get rid of them. Go ahead and use Groundskeeper. Okay, I think we're gonna go immediately off with disappointment. Do some. No, he's using Snow Shield. That fecker. Whatever, it's fine. We fizzed anyway. Okay, I guess we're not using. Disappointment continues its streak, man. What can I say? Typical disappointment moment, man. It was up to its fucking name. Nice, big hit, big hit. Okay. Both of these will clean, so I'm just going to go ahead and pass. Alright, we're going to send out Groundskeeper to do another hit. God, Groundskeeper has been the MVP of Wizardry. Once I figured out Golem Court tech, everything changed. Like, Golem Court changed everything about how I do this run. Getting 2 guaranteed Pokemon from a quest drop that, like, most people probably don't even think about. Like, how many people know that Golem Court gives you a Ghoul and a Bloodbat? I didn't know that. I've played that quest a dozen times. I did not know it gave you those 2 guaranteed DCs for completing that quest. But for this type of run, it's just the beast needs. Alright. We're gonna send in Choppa. Hopefully Choppa kills. Speaking of Chopper, my real life Chopper is here. I'll turn on the webcam. You can see Chopper. Just activate the webcam. There he is. There he is. Hi, Chopper. So sweet. I named his card after you, Chopper. There you go. You can go down on the floor. Okay, turn that off. Just wanted to show off my boy. Good job, Choppa. Alright, if not you're a fire spell. Lamao. So you're not even really relevant right here? It's fine. We clean it up with Craig. Okay. Susie Griffinbane. What's up, Susie? Yoink.
Worse than I thought.
Halston, Baelstrom, and Riverwood. This is looking like the run that's going to be out of Wizard City. Which is fantastic, because that hasn't happened yet.
Go tell Professor Bellstrom the time is next. You did it, Wizard. Right now, you saved.
We did it. Yippee! Gotta make sure I refill my my Pokemon before I move on here. Oh, my cat is so happy. He is just a purring mess down here. He is absolutely the best. He's purring so loudly. Bro sounds like a damn motor. Like, he is one happy cat. Every morning around this time, he usually likes to come visit me because he knows this is when I usually am getting home from work. So he's always a happy camper when I get home. Chopper, are we getting out of Wizard City today? Yeah? Yeah, Chopper? Yeah, you are.
Triton Avenue's not long to explode.
Alright, Triton Avenue's done.
Sounds like things are getting sorted out. What do we
Okay.
think?
Now, Firecat Alley. Let's talk about Firecat Alley. There is potentially some gains to be had from Firecat Alley. This is the last of the 3 streets. Let's see. Firecat Alley. So,
Halt! Oh, you're that Unicorn Way hero wizard, aren't you? What?
so last time we tried to farm the Fire Elf Hunters. We're not going to do that again. The 2 bosses we have to fight are Bastilla Gravewind and Alkane's Swift Arrow. We're going to look at them. Bastilla drops some nice spells as well. She also drops the Lightning Bats and the Snow Serpent and Troll and Locust Swarm. Guiding Light as well. Banshee as well is really nice. And Alakane's Swift Arrow is very similar. So we're just going to try to get to them and then farm them again. This should be my general strat for Wizard City, I think, is try to just get through the street, get to the bosses, and then farm the bosses for actually good drops. Die. You know a cat loves you when they show you your belly. They show you their belly. It's a sign of that they trust you.
Truce. We'll keep to this corner of the street. But
The undead.
All right, over to Wizzo. Hello, Lizzo. Goodbye, Lizzo. Alright, both of our drops today have been pretty terrible, so I'm really hoping that Firecat Alley gives us a better Pokemon today. The Cyclops and Triton Avenue sucked. We got Keen Eyes and Ghost Touch, which is not great. I mean, if I get a Fire Elf from one of these guys, I'll be happy with that, too. Explorer Boots. Need to put in more Groundskeepers. I mean, like, Ghost Touch is usable. Keen Eyes is just not. Literal, it's an enchant TC. And you know what you can't enchant? Treasure cards. And since we can't use any normal spells, it's just unfortunately literally unusable. Oh hey, the Explorer Boots, that's what I'm wearing right now. Level 10, we'll try to upgrade our gear.
Burnt out ends of smoky days. The stale cold smell of morning. Fire for fiddle.
Dude, that guy, whoever voice acted that guy, I hope you know you did a great job at making the elves absolutely puntable. I hope you know that. Whoever voice acted the fucking fire elf goober. Alright, I'm gonna put Pathfinders now. Yeah, I think farming mobs is the wrong idea. Because the bosses, while they can still give you the same stuff the mobs do, they also can give you way better stuff. They can give you way better stuff. Alright, so we're gonna go Groundskeeper into Craig here. Never mind, we're fucking fizzing. Awesome. Groundskeeper, go. We still have not gotten our treasure card from Ravenwood. That is intentional. I've got an awesome plan for the treasure card from Ravenwood. And it's something I didn't even know existed until I did this run. So I think it's something that most people probably never do. Alright. Craig, this is your moment to shine, buddy. Craig, bring us home. Cred, you utter failure. You absolute 3 Cred, you had one job. You know what? I'm gonna let disappointment clean it up. I cannot believe Cred would do this. Chopper, buddy, you're taking up a lot of the board. Oh, disappointment, disappointed again. Sky blue, grass green. Day ends with Y. Oh my gosh. Chopper, I think the accuracy on Ghost Touch is incorrect. I swear that thing fizzes like half the time. There's no way we roll the 20% that often. I refuse to believe it's a 20% chance to fizz. It feels like a 50-50. Draw my cards. Alright, go. You are just such a lovey-dovey cat. You know that? You're such a cutie. Dude, I love you. I love you, Chopper. Alright. Disappointment, bring us home. Okay, okay. Okay. Fire for fiddle! Fire for fiddle! Fire for fid your nuts, bro. Alright, to the hermit house. AKA my house. I will take that, thank you. I'm gonna actually ignore the chests. I would rather wait till the boss to have to get a drop. We've been fortunate enough to not get a drop of a treasure card yet. I have to remember that the next boss we have to fight is death, so I need to take... So, Groundskeeper is not going to be able to help us very much there. Alright, Groundskeeper. Big hit. It's not even just that Groundskeeper's like a 2-pip, it's that it also gives me back half its damage. That is so nice. Alright, that's no problem. Alright, Craig, time to redeem yourself, bro. Oh, Chopper is ready. Craig! Craig, Chopper, what is Craig doing? He keeps throwing, Chopper. I've used him 3 times, and 2 times he's failed out of that. Alright, Craig. Enough messing around.
Yeah, you still have water. Yes, you do.
1, 3, 3. Alright, that's 1 magma. Clutch 1 of 2 magma. Right. Yeah, we're taking this challenge slower so we don't mess up like last time. We're being more methodical with what we farm. The worst thing we could get from this route is tough, because that's another enchant that we can't use. That's the worst thing we could get. Ha, bro fizz. Absolutely wrecked. Alright, disappointment, finish it. Good job, disappointment. Oh! Okay. That's an insane drop. Holy shit. Evil Snowman? Oh! Oh! Okay. We didn't have to farm we didn't get to farm the boss, but we got an insane rip. Evil Snowman? Oh. That's so good. Oh my god. Oh, that's such a good catch. Holy shit. Oh, that's... And it's ice, too, so it works with my power pip. That is... Oh, I'm so happy with that. Wow. I've never been happier to get a fucking treasure card in my life. That's such a good one. Alright, I'm gonna go buy some of those immediately, dude. That's such a good hit. That's a lot of damage. That does like 300. And it works with my power pip because of ice. Bro, man. That's awesome. Fucking. Alright, Evil Snowman. No, I need the regular one. Thank you. Where do I buy? How am I buying? How am I buying? Where do I buy 50? 50 Evil Snowman. Alright. Now, it is kind of expensive to cast. I think we actually have a full team, finally. Okay. Yeah, if we count 3, we actually have a full team of Pokemon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Yeah! First time in the run, we actually have a full Pokemon team. I'm still not going to run you, but, like, in theory, we actually have a usable team now, which is just amazing. Evil Snowman's a big, big boy. Let's drop some mana. God, that was just the bee's knees, man. I don't know what to say. I have truly no words. Alright, let's finish Firecat Alley. We can... That makes up for the other 2 drops being horse shit. Like, oh man. Obviously, I would have liked to have had Kraken, but, you know... But you know what? Evil Snowman, that's pretty good. I can't complain, you know what I mean? The Nuzlocke giveth and the Nuzlocke taketh away. So we can just blitz through quests. Nothing we do now matters. There's no more risk for this area. We still can get a drop from Dark Cave, by the way. Dark Cave, we have yet to get a drop, but farming Ward Nightshade obviously is probably preferable, right? Because he could also drop some really banger stuff. I think... Isn't it Dark Cave where Ward Nightshade is, or am I mistaken? I might be mistaken. Speaking of, we have a nice little gear upgrade at level 10, so we're very close to being able to upgrade our equipment. Alright, Groundskeeper, clean it up. Oh, I didn't name the snowman. Oh, shit. I have to name it. Hold on. Alright, what are we naming the evil snowman? And what am I naming you? Yeah, I'm going to be using you a lot. I want to name you something. I want to name you a really good name. What's like a really like intimidating, scary name? I'm gonna name you a Chance after Lucien LeChance from Oblivion. I think that's a nice name. Homicidal Snowman, Homicidal Dark Brotherhood member. I think that works. Yeah. Oh no, it's Haunted Cave ahead. Okay, so Dark Cave is completely separate. We could just farm for a drop from Dark Cave and be perfectly fine. Alright, so Prima Donna. The thing with Prima Donna is she is a death boss. Now, why does that matter? That matters because it means, unfortunately, my Groundskeeper that I've been relying on until now is not going to do a lot of damage. But, while that is a true statement, it's still useful to have. We're going to do something like this for our shit. This is the wrong tower. God damn it. That is the wrong tower. So it's good to know that I've got a free farm for a treasure card from Dark Cave. And we have a nice farm later. We still have Colossus Boulevard we could technically get something from. If we wanted to. I don't know if we will. Alright. Bastila. She killed one of my runs before. Not this time, though. First thing we're going to do is we're just going to knock out the Fire Elf. I want that Fire Elf in the dirt. It's fine. You die. You die now. Good job, Gravekeeper. Alright, we're just going to pass until we can launch a snowman. That's what we're going to do. And then we use the rest of the spells to clean it up. It's fine. No big deal. We have plenty of HP to spare. Pass. Pass. It's fine as well. Nice death trap, by the way. Alright. Debut of LeChance. $331 damage. That's a lot of damage. How dosed are they? They have 109 health. Okay. Chopper. There's a chance you could take this home, Chopper. Chopper, be a good cat and kill the scary ghost, okay? Be a good kitty. Come on. High roll. High roll. High roll. Aw, you know what, Chopper? It's okay. I know you did your best, okay? I can't be mad at you. We'll let Craig finish up. We can let Craig have a W. Rare Craig W. Never mind, Craig. We'll let Disappointment do it. Disappointment. That takes care of Bastila. Okay. Oh, he's drinking from his water. Here you go, Greta. Thank you. Do an Old Town. Yoria Kendall.
Hello.
We're not doing this.
Finally, I'll need good leather. The belts the Cyclopes wear will be perfect.
Oh, Chopper wishes to be free. Time to let him out. Go on, buddy. Be free. Chopper is now gone. He has decided to be free. All right. Here, Greta.
How did it go? You got everything on the list? Ooh, that's very odd. Now bring me the... Wow.
All right. Fire Globe Theater. I need to cross the street. Alright, allocate Swift Arrow honestly shouldn't be anything too challenging for us at this point. We've kind of been smashing it. Alright.
Fire for Brittle, the greatest magicians have something to learn. Fire for Brittle, Wizard City must burn. Fire for Brittle.
Man, this guy has some degree of cringe. Okay. We're gonna pass turn 1 and go for a big snowman attack and try to kill the boss first. And then we'll just clean up the Magma Man. That's what we want to do. My hope is that the Magma Man does not use Snow Shield. Alright, pass. Alright, we're gonna send in Lucian. We're gonna send Mr. LaChance in to attack the fire idiot. We're good, we're good, we're good. We have a power pip. Ooh. Big value, big value. Go, LaChance. Kill him. Yes. Alright, I think we're gonna send in Disappointment to try to finish the job. Ooh. Yeah, this should kill with the boost. Alright. Disappointment. Yes! Disappointment, you didn't live up to your name today. Thank you. I appreciate you. Alright, we just have to take out the Magma Man. Easy. Alright, we're gonna send in Groundskeeper. Such big stonks. Boom. Alright, we have become quite goated. Alright. Craig, take us home, buddy. Come on, Craig. Yes! Woohoo! Okay. Sweetness.
Lo, the dark resonance hath been driven from my...
Thank you, Alacane. Appreciate you. Alright, back to Greta. Okay, okay.
Well,
Okay. Not bad, not bad. That should be the 3 streets defeated. Alright, take that. Back to Old Town. We're gonna take this mana because Lord knows I need mana right now. Take all that. Nice.
Hello again. Good job.
All right. Awesome stuff. Absolutely destroyed the streets.
Navigator broke open the seal. It was all.
We're gonna ignore all that. This quest doesn't give a treasure card, does it? No, okay. It just gives me a ring that I don't care about. Alright, cool. Alright, back to Old Town. Great. So this is our other opportunity to get a treasure card from Old Town. Is Saphira's Tower. What's it about? Saphira's Tower was wrong. Yeah, Foul Days is in here. So Foul Days can give quite a few good treasure cards as well. So this is another shot for us to get a really good drop here. Alright. Hoping for some fat W's here. Alright, Foul Days. This one is farmable. Alright, I think logically it makes the most sense to just immediately knock out the minion. Boom. He's dead. Alright, we're just gonna pass. We're gonna wait till we can use Lachance. Alright, we're gonna pass it in. Okay. Alright, send. Big damage, okay. Alright, now we just gotta go for Chopper and then another hit. We're good. Big hit. Then one more. Alright, Craig or Disappointment? I'm gonna go with Craig. Boom. Did not get a drop, so that means we are free to retry this fight, which is awesome. Alright. Alright, we're going to retry this fight a few times until we can get a good drop here. I think this is worth a drop. Same deal as before. Pass. Nice. And again. Alright, send it in. Lachance. Alright, Chopper. I don't like that heal. Yeah, we're gonna have to use an extra hit now. That's cringe. I'm thinking about just passing and using another chance. It's gonna take 2 turns regardless. I might as well use 1 hit. His duel's not gonna do it now with his resist. Alright, send Lachance. Damn it, nothing. Do that, do this, and we will run this. Kind of low on health, I don't love that. We know the drill at this point. Pass. Pass it in. Alright, we're gonna send Lachance. Alright, we're gonna send Chopper. That sucks. I lost my pair of tweezers. That's so unfortunate. Tweezers are one of those things that, like, you lose them and you'll never find them again. But once they're gone forever. You'll find them like 2 years later under a bed or something. That's why it really sucks that I lost them. So I don't think still nothing, dude. Getting railed here. Shit's cringe as hell. I'm gonna do all this effort, and then I'm gonna get like a freaking, I'm gonna get like a bat or a thunder snake or something. Oh well, one fight at a time. At least the experience is like not terrible for this level anyway. All right, we know the drill. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and just pass. Alright, we're gonna send the snowman. Alright, send Chopper. At least we have like a nice little rhythm for this fight. Oh, he's done a lot of HP left. What the fuck? Oh, he used a ghoul, didn't he? Son of a bitch. Alright. God damn, dude. Fucking L. Just draining my resources for this. Wait, it's not. It's like, goddamn. It gotta give me a treasure card eventually. I am due a Pokemon. Okay, Ghoul. Kind of cringe that we fizzed there, but it's okay. Alright, come on. Kill them. God damn it. Alright, can we please put this guy in the dirt already? Just not doing shit, man. Debating if I want to keep farming or if I want to... Debating if I want to keep farming or not. It's a boss fight, so it's a source of a good drop. I'm just getting really unlucky. I think it's still worth doing. Like as grindy as this is, and it definitely is grindy, I think it is worth. I'm just gonna bring 2 fucking fire. I'm gonna bring more fire cats. Buy, use, fill, buy. Pass. Alright, 2 choppers should do. Right, he doesn't ghoul. That's unfortunate. Okay, I think we're just gonna wait and do... I think if we fizz a cat, it's better to just pass. Alright. Lashans, kill this man. I am due a drop, foul gaze. Give me my Pokemon. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I get to show off what happens when you get a duplicate. Alright. That's all. That's fun. I had something planned for this. So, if we get a duplicate TC and we get to use the reroll clause, rather than keep farming, give me just a second. We already have that one. we get to have a little fun. Because I debated about just making it keep farming, but I'm like, that's kind of boring. So if we did a duplicate TC to what we have, we get to play a minigame. Yep. So, if by chance we by chance roll a duplicate TC, what we do is we take every TC on the wiki that's not a duplicate and we put it on a wheel. So getting a duplicate TC means it's a wild card for anything else. So, let's go ahead and play the minigame, shall we? This is every TC it can drop that I don't already have. Let's see what we get. We get Time of Legend. That's probably one of the worst ones on there. So Time of Legend is the 2-pip global for myth damage. We have 1 myth attack. Welp, we have Time of Legend now. That's funny. That's the first wheel spin. Yes, that's my contingency for a duplicate TC. If we did a duplicate, it's a wheel roll. All right, so we get Time of Legend now. I mean, I'll buy some. I don't think, unless we get some myth spells, I don't think this would come up, but we'll buy it. So this is Time of Legend. It does 35% outgoing myth damage to all opponents, and it's a global for 2 pips. We'll buy some. No need to name it because it's not a creature. Alright, we got our drop. It's unfortunately not very good, but, you know, we tried. We tried. Alright, so we have our new Pokemon, Time of Legend. I'm not naming support spells. They have to be actually a creature for me to name them. Kind of underwhelming, not gonna lie. Wait, what am I doing? I'm being a fool. We have technology. We aren't cavemen. We have the technology. But who knows? Maybe we'll pull like some really nice myth spells at some point, and we'll be really glad we had that. That is technically our first like damage buff modifier. And to be fair, Tough was also on that wheel, so that could have been a lot worse.
Don't you know this cave is called Precipice, right?
Oh, hey, we actually, we should go get our deer upgrade, right? That's probably intelligent to do. Oh, 1,000 HP, Pod! Okay. Let's go get our deer upgrade. Alright, we're gonna put a mark here. So we have a wand for level 10. And that wand, in the shared bank, is the Tanglewood's Hero Nettle. This wand does a whole lot of crap we don't care about. But it's a level 10 wand that gives a power pip. That's a huge dub. We also have the Tanglewood Hero's Foot Gear, which gives us power pip, chance, health, 2 resist, and 2 universal damage. As well as potentially the Garb. I don't know if it's worth it, though. We lose... I don't think so. I think I'd rather keep my 5 universal resist. Yeah, I think I'd rather keep what I have. Okay. But still, that is pretty nice. Tanglewood Hero Foot Gear. And the Tanglewood Hero Nettle. Which means I'll start with a Power Pip instead of a regular Pip, which is freaking sweet. Alright, let's go buy some gear upgrades as well. Alright, time to sell all my crap. Oh, I have to upgrade my hat as well. Bunch of garbage. That's just a dress. It's a pretty dress. Alright. Garbage. Sell all my crap. Cold Forged Ring's not terrible. It does give me mana for 15 HP. I don't think I value that, though. Mana's nice and all, but I don't think it's worth. Alright, now we do get access to the Novice Ice deck, as well as the Pharaoh's deck. There's no real reason to take the Ice deck, so the Pharaoh's deck is just the cheaper option, so we're going to take that. That gives me one more sideboard slot. That is one more Pokemon cast I can do. And yeah, I'll sell the Antique deck. We'll take a look at Ice. You know, this is 36 mana for one less health. That's pretty good, right? Just didn't want everything else. I could take the Power Pip chance. I don't hate that. I think we're going to take the Baron's Shiny Ring, though. Unfortunately, necklaces are just utter dog shit. We have no use for these. I don't think we're replacing Heartsteel. 5 res is kind of fucking insane. I don't think we're replacing these. Our hat we could replace, though, for sure. Cowl of Obstruction is literally just the same thing, but better. Yeah, I think Cowl of Obstruction is just our upgrade here. And yeah, we'll sell the Fortuitous Cap. That's fine. So we equip the Baron's Shiny Ring. It's 1 less HP, but we get 36 mana out of it, which I think is pretty nice. It's pretty cool. And our new deck. I'm gonna make sure I remember to put the fucking treasure cards in it. We want to have probably 3 of those, 1 of those, 1 of those, and then 2 of those. Alright. Let's grab some mana before we go back. Nice. Alright, Haunted Cave. Alright, we need to look up Ward Nightshade. I don't know his drop table. Ward Nightshade. Let's see here. Ward Nightshade drops all sorts of really nice stuff for treasure cards, dude. I guess I should elaborate what happens if we get the Cantrip treasure card. That counts as a TC. If we get the Cantrip, we get the Cantrip. If we get the Cantrip treasure card, that counts, unfortunately. The Ward Nightshade attack is actually not bad for 3 pips. It'd be nice to get, like, Locust Swarm, Death Trap would be good. Pixie would be insane, by the way. I'd love Pixie. So yeah, lots of opportunities here for good drops. I think we're ready. We have our deck set up. And we have our Power Pip Wand at level 10, which is great. There is one you can get at level 0, but it's a pretty hard farm. I don't have it, unfortunately. So I'll take a level 10 Power Pip Wand. This is 20 levels before you're natively able to get one normally. Alright, Nightshade. Shut the hell up. Let's get this on. Okay. As tempting it is to just snowman the field guard, I think we're better off launching a snowman right at Nightshade and trying to get him down first. Because we can save the ghouls to deal with the field guard, you know what I mean? Whereas the ghouls won't do jack squat to Nightshade. And we fizzed. Great. Awesome start to this. Amazing start. Alright. Attack. He's really low. Alright, I think if we just wait... So long as he doesn't ghoul, another snowman finishes him. Alright. LaChance, take this home, bud. No, dude, I fizzled the LaChance twice. We're actually kind of in danger territory. Okay. I'm gonna pivot. I'm gonna get a little health back. That's a nice heal. That's a nice heal, actually. Okay. This will probably kill him. That's a big Banshee. That's a big hit. Big hit. I don't know if that kills. No, it didn't. Crap. It sucks. 3 HP? Alright. We're gonna use Tread to kill Field Guard. Yes, he fizzed. Alright, Tread, please. I beg. I beg. Please, Tread. No, Tread! Tread! What are you doing? Tread. Craig, no. That fizz hurts me actually so much. We could actually die. There's a chance we lose and lose the run here. That fizzle cost us a lot. Oh my god. Okay, the field guard's down. We need to kill him. We can launch LaChance immediately. He's low on pips. Alright. LaChance. If we high roll this, he's dead. That's a high roll. Yes! Alright. What's in your chest, bud? Do you have TCs in here? No TCs in here. That sucks hard, dude. This is such a farm, though. It's a dangerous farm, though. We could farm this. It's just a really hard one. Do we think it's worth it to farm? Alright, here's the thing. We don't have to farm this right now. We can come back when we're a little stronger, a little tankier, and farm it later, right? We don't have to farm Nightshade this second. So with that in mind, I think we're gonna move on. We can come back later. We can come back later when we're tougher. Because that fight got a little dicey, and I'm not super comfortable with that. I think it's more opportunistic for us. There's no rule against bat tracking. Alright. Go, LaChance. Turn 1. Evil snowman coming out. That's a big hit. Dude, we almost one-shot him. That's insane. 25? Alright.
If we had a bit more damage, we would have too. Oh crap, I didn't mean that. It's 1, 2. Just gonna refill. Oh no, turn all these off. I forgot to block these out when I change decks. The reason I don't use 3 is because 3 is kind of weak. It's kind of a shite heal. Alright. That sucks. Alright. Groundskeeper. Do you... Baby, let's go, baby. Touch him row in the comments. We're not done with Ward Nightshade, but we'll farm him at a later time. Because that's too valuable of a drop table for me to just ignore. You know what I mean? What's up, Merle? Nightshade is a new area, but unfortunately, there's no way for us to get a TC there, I don't think. I don't think any of these quests give us one. And we can't use Mortis the Death Tree to craft one either. So I think Nightside is unfortunately a whiff.
That was very. Did you?
What's up, Merle? Go to Bartleby. This quest doesn't give treasure, does it? No. Good, 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 good. Good, good, good. This should let us get to Croc.
Yours will be an incredible journey, young wizard. Now it is time for you to take the first.
Okay, getting to Croc is huge.
Another whisk.
I need to be careful here. Alright, so... yeah, this doesn't give us anything. Okay, that unlocks all turf chains. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do... we're going to mark, and we are going to go back to Old Town. Because we are going to do the crafting quest. Now, don't worry, that's not as awful as it sounds. We are going to cheese the fuck out of these. Using shared banks. Alright, we're got to Elanga, which is in the mist.
Pretty.
Get some
Bring
mistwood.
Mistwood back to me, and we'll soon have you a nice new place to work.
Should we get some mistwood? Actually, I don't think it matters how I get this, right? Do I have to harvest it, or can I buy it? There's probably none in here. It's probably botted to hell. But in the off chance... yeah, there's never any fucking reagents in the bazaar anymore. It's all botted to hell. Just TI refuses to do anything about the bot problem. Alright. Well, mistwood can be found literally fucking anywhere. So it's really just a matter of... okay, let's go to an empty realm. Sort of like Satyr. And try to find ourselves some mistwood. Right there. Perfect. Now we're doing this for a very specific reason. Razor's Edge. Alright, so we have to craft 2 Dagger of Absolutions.
Have you brought the 2 daggers of absolution I asked you to make? If you don't have
Recipe
both of them,
shop.
I can't help you, dearie.
Alright, so we need this stuff. Now this is really cheap reagents. What was that? Sapphire and... coal? We're gonna buy 4 coal. And... oh wait, I would have made 2 of them, right? So I need to buy 4 and then 8. Yeah, I can make... yeah, that should do. And I need 4 mistwood and 4 comet tail. So that's, we're gonna grab that real quick on our main. Just gonna transfer to the main real quick. Let's see, so we need some mistwood. We gotta send 4 of that over, and cat tail. Send 4 of those over as well. Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Alright, we're gonna head home. All these bozos. Alright, we're gonna take all of those. Yoink. Yoink. Alright, we gotta place down the crafting table. basic crafting table here. Train. I guess we can put down the other stuff too. Why not? Why not? No reason we can't. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna craft 2 Daggers of Absolution. I have to wait 30 seconds to craft another one. Oh boy, okay. $30 seconds. Fun. Two of these daggers for her. 2, 1. Create. Alright, so now we're going to do this trick. To go right back to where we were. Croc Watcher.
If you wish to continue,
That does. We need Apprentice Crafter. That's what we're trying to get.
wool yarn in Crocotopia.
Alright.
We will be happy to continue your training.
Are you thirsty?
Ring in the New. Craft 2 Ring of Insights at a crafting station. So, Ring of Insights.
Bring them back to me.
We need 6 simple vials. Okay, so we need all this stuff. Okay. We need 2 citrines and 12 vial. Now we need 8 parchment and 12 stone. Same deal. 8 parchment, 12 stone. Parchment and 12 stone blocks. I promise this will make sense. Yoink and yoink. Ring of Insight. Boom. And now we have to wait for our crafting slot again. 10 minutes. I ain't got time for that, bro. I ain't got time for that. I don't have time for 10 minutes, man. You're out of your mind. Out of your goddamn mind.
Good work.
Alright. Set of steak knives. Craft 2 Poniard of Gallantry.
Back to me and I'll examine them. If they're up to my standards, I'll award you an
Poniard of
apprentice
Gallantry.
crafter badge.
Okay. So we need 12 jade, 6 vials. I need 4 more mushrooms and 12 stone block. Okay. 4 mushroom, 12 stone block. Just doing some wizard hopping, completing these stupid crafting quests. So I can get Apprentice Crafter badge. What you do? Alright. You! Poniard. Boom. Fucking... I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. I'm trying to go fast. I don't have time to wait for a fucking timer. Alright, that gives me Apprentice Crafter. We don't have to worry about this one. So the reason we wanted Apprentice Crafter is because this unlocks something very, very special. I need a card crafting table first. Right. Would you work today? You do. Uh-oh. No problem. We can just get one the old-fashioned way. We need a card crafting table. I believe I can get one in Mushu. If memory serves correctly. There's none available in the bazaar right now. Card crafting station. Thank you. Much appreciated. Yeah, normally you can buy those in the bazaar, but there's not any for sale right now. Which is fine. We can just bypass that. Okay. Alright, back to the Nuzlocke character. Now, we return home. We're going to craft a card. So we got a place. Yoink. So, what card do we want to craft? Well, that's what we don't know yet. We don't know what treasure card we're going to craft. So, one thing I realize is that each of these trees, whatever school you are, they let you craft a card from your school. So, you go to the recipe shop, you can craft an ice card. Now, due to the rules of the challenge, I can only craft one of these. So, we only get one. But there's some banger options here. We could craft Blizzard. We could craft Ice Trap. There's some insane stuff here. We could craft Colossus if we want a massive hit. Blizzard is the most tempting one, because with Blizzard, that gives us an AoE to kill multiple enemies at once. Ice Wyvern is also a really nice 4-pip. I don't know when we're going to get a 4-pip. A lot of good options here. Ice Trap is also tempting, because Ice Trap would work in tandem with our Snowman. Oh, I have to think here. I'm kind of leaning towards the Ice Trap. The Ice Trap is really tempting, actually. Blizzard is just so nice, though. I don't know if we're going to get an AoE all round. Okay, here's the deal, gang. Here's the deal. As nice as Blizzard is, it's really nice. Don't get me wrong. It's a fantastic card to get. I think Ice Trap might be better because it gives us something we can do at 0 pip, which currently we don't have anything to do at 0. And we already have Lucian, our evil snowman. This will work with any other ice hits we happen to get as well. I think Ice Trap's our pick here. It's really tough not to take the AoE. I won't lie, but I think Ice Trap is going to be our pick. So we have to go get this stuff: Shadow Oil, Sapphire, Mandrakes, and Iron. Okay. I did my recipe. Ice Trap. I have to be Initiate Crafter? Really? Okay, I guess we have to take Blizzard then. Okay, I guess that forces my hand then. Okay, I guess we're taking Blizzard. We can't make Ice Trap. When do you get Initiate Crafter? Crafting. Let's see here. Initiate Crafter is Marleybone. It's Marleybone. We can take Blizzard right now. We can take Blizzard right now, get us an AoE, a pretty powerful one at that. It does more damage than Snowman to all enemies. Well, it does more minimum damage. It's so hard not having a buff, right? We're gonna take Blizzard. We're gonna take Blizzard. It's a good spell. Okay. I need 2 Sapphire. Okay, so I need to go to the Bazaar. I need to get a Frost Beetle TC. Okay. Frost Beetle, Sapphire, Shadow Oil. Okay. There might be Shadow Oil in here. Ooh, there's Spider Soaked in here. I will buy all that. Rare W. There are the Sapphires in here. We'll take those as well. And what else is in here? No Shadow Oil, which sucks. I have to transfer it. We need to buy the treasure card. We need to buy the Frost Beetle treasure card. This isn't a catch. This is strictly as a crafting agent. So I need to transfer over 4 parchment, 2 ore, and a shadow oil. That's what I need. 4 parchment, 2 ore, and a shadow oil. I gotta wait a few seconds here. 4 parchment, 2 ore, shadow oil. 4 parchment, 2 ore, shadow oil. This is the furthest we've gotten in this so far, so I'll be devastated if we lose. What the fuck? I don't? Okay, there. Shadow oil. I gotta transfer one of them. We have to go. Let me erase it. Parchment. I have to transfer 4 parchment and 2 ore. Now, normally this is a pretty bad feature of the game because you can just buy these at the bazaar. But specifically for this run, this is revolutionary for me. Okay, we're gonna shared bank my reagents because this will give me a catch for Ravenwood, where previously we wouldn't have gotten one. Boom. That's Blizzard. That is our catch for Ravenwood. That's a pretty good one as well. Alright, we're going to name Blizzard. DFA, Death from Above. That is a big deal. We are looking pretty good. We're going to buy some more of those, obviously. But that is really something. But we're not quite done yet. We have... The reason this run kind of peaks in Croctopia, we're going to need a lot of these. Let's just be so for real. We're going to take like 69 of those. We're just going to use those a lot. Let's be real. Those are going to be the bee's knees from here on. For most of these encounters. Let's be so for real. But there's something else too. We have access to the Oasis. Now, if you remember back to the first episode, we had a little bit of an issue. Oh, good, my arrow's broken. That's fantastic. I love when that glitch happens. My arrow is broken. Great. There we go. When we tried to get a card buy from Harold, and we couldn't. Well, that's not the case in Croc. I'm going to show you an NPC I'll bet a lot of you probably have never seen or have forgotten existed. Welcome to the Croctopia Library. This is Zane. Zane is a TC seller. This is going to give us a treasure card for the Oasis. There's a lot of good stuff here. A lot of bangers, in fact. You could take something like Ice Blade here. However, as nice as this is nice, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna make a controversial choice. We're gonna take Fairy. And the reason we're gonna take Fairy is because we don't have a good heal. If we die, our entire team gets axed. So as tempting as it is to go, oh, well, I'll just buy Ice Blade and go Ice Blade Blizzard, that's not going to work for all fights. And all it's going to take is like an Ice Boss, and suddenly our best spell doesn't work. So rather than doubling down, we're going to pick up Fairy here so we have access to a really good heal, because 3 ain't it. Sprite is terrible. Fairy is 480 heal. That's like half our bar for 2 pips. And I think that heal is going to be a lot more useful than an extra little bit of damage. So we're going to take Fairy here. That's our catch for the Oasis. We're going to buy a few of those. About 4. So we're not going to need that for every fight. But when we need it, we're going to be really glad we have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have a full team, though. So I have to kick someone off the squad if I want to put in Fairy. I think we can kick off... We'd probably kick off Craig. Remember, we're limited to a team of 6 Pokemon. We kick off Craig. We have to name Fairy, too. We could kick off Disappointment. I don't know. Keeping Disappointment on team's kind of funny. And it's an ice spell, so it will scale with my damage. Whereas Craig is really only useful against storm enemies. I don't know. I don't think that's it right now. Alright, I'm going to kick Craig off the team. We have our new Fairy. Now, Fairy, what should we name Fairy? Fairy's pretty cute. So Blizzard's DFA. What do we name Fairy? We're going to name her Grace, as in Saving Grace. So this is our Pokemon now. We have Chopper the Fire Cat, 3 the Sprite, Craig the Bloodbat, Groundskeeper the Ghoul, Disappointment the Ghost Touch, Lachance, the evil snowman, DFA, the blizzard, and Grace, the fairy. This has been a fucking banger of an episode. I could keep going to Altar of Kings. It's 7 a.m. though. Yeah, you know what? Let's give our new deck a test drive, shall we? Let's end this on starting Croc. Professor Winthrop. Alright, so in the Palace of Fire, we have the Chamber of Fire, the Palace of Fire itself, and the Royal Hall. So that being said, there's 3 opportunities for TCs here. 3 opportunities for new Pokemon. I think if I lost here, I'd be devastated, to be honest.
It will transport you to other teleporters on the street. You can get where you're going quickly.
You can get where you're going quickly.
You make the rubbings.
These rubbings are
There you go. We're not going to deal with you. Defeat any Nari and collect key in Royal Hall. Okay. Probably should just beeline right to Biddy's chamber, right? Yeah. Alright, let's give this a shot. First fight in Croc. New deck. Alright, so here it's probably best to just go for DFA and pass. I think some people are going to say that the not taking the Ice Blade is a mistake, but as tempting as Ice Blade is, and believe me, it was tempting, I just like having a good heal in my inventory. It gives me a safety net. It gives me something I can fall back on. It adds an extra layer to things. Whereas more damage is nice. Alright, DFA is going to go ahead and smack him down. Boom. Alright, back to Professor Winthrop in the towers. We're just going to head back this way. Oh wait, we can just do this. This is much faster. Professor Winthrop, archaeologist.
You found the chain.
Alright. Just some spellments that we're never going to have use for. I don't even know Snow Serpent. The only spell this wizard has learned are the 3 I've got forced to learn. we don't know any other spells. We don't know anymore. All right, let's do. We'll end today's stream with beating Narini. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Could maybe end the day with a Pokemon. Maybe. Get ourselves the first catch of Croc. I mean, technically, the Pixie is the first catch of Croc because we bought it.
You are not worthy of standing before me.
Shut
wizard.
the hell
Fall to
up.
the floor. Maybe then I shall show mercy on you.
Okay. Yeah, I think second verse same as the first. We passed round 1 to go into DFA. And follow that up by taking out Beta Narini. That's what we're going to do. Alright, DFA. Ooh, that weakness might hurt, actually. That sucks. Ooh, yeah, okay, okay. That sucked. But it's fine. We can use Disappointment here to take... Oh, wait, I don't want to waste a Power Pip. No. We should pass and go for Lachance on the next turn. I was going to say I can use Disappointment to finish off the Balance Minion, but I think it's better to go for a Lachance since I got a Power Pip. Rather than waste it on Disappointment. Locust Swarm hits hard, though. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Alright. Lachance. Alright, I did clear a BD. Okay. Disappointment? Take us home. Take us home, Disappointment. Alright. Ooh, is that Storm Shark? Oh, we have 2 Storm Sharks. And a Snow. Okay. That's that's insane. I didn't expect to get that. Now, we already had Snowman, so that doesn't matter, but we did get the Storm Shark. Now, it is the Gambit version of the Storm Shark. It is the Gambit version. We can delete this one. We already had that one. Storm Shark Gambit version is interesting. I guess we have to name it, right? I actually kind of wish it was just the normal Storm Shark. I'm not going to lie. But I'm not going to complain either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Pokemon. Okay. Gambit heal over time for 760. You know, as a 3-pip, it does do more than Lachance. The problem is Lachance is ice, which means it works with a Power Pip, whereas this does not. Gambit a heal over time. I wish it was the regular Storm Shark. It's a good catch, don't get me wrong. I just don't know how I feel about it. We're gonna name it though. It might come up. Storm Shark. What are we naming Storm Shark? We'll name it Predator. And I think that is a good place. We're gonna turn this quest in, and then we're gonna end stream. I think that's been a good stream of the Wizard 101 Nuzlocke. This attempt seems really good. We're gonna turn this in. We have a lot of Pokemon under our belt. Alright. Bunch of hoopla. Alright, but yeah, we're gonna call it here. We're gonna call that stream. I think this is a lot of Pokemon we got the first round. At the start of the stream, we only had these 4. We got 5 new Pokemon. We gained we gained Disappointment, Lachance, DFA, Grace, and Predator. We are starting to get some really good things. Now, at this point in the run, If we die with our team, it's gonna suck. Because that's gonna wipe, like, so many of our good Pokemon. So we have to be very careful. Because, like, yeah, we have some really good Pokemon now, but we also, can still die. So I'm gonna call it here. Thanks everyone who stopped by, and I will be back next stream to continue more Nuzlocke. I'll see you then. Goodbye.